Maximilien Robepierre, born the 6th of May 1758, was a French lawyer and statesman who is widely recognized as one of the most influential and controversial figures of the French Revolution. His vision was the forging of a unified and indivisible France, establishing equality under the law and eradicating privileges. His father, François Maximilien Barthélemy de Robespierre, a lawyer, wedded Jacqueline Marguerite Carrot, the daughter of a brewer, in January 1758. Robespierre played a pivotal role in the events that led to the insurrection of the 10th of August 1792. As one of the prominent members within the Paris Commune, Robespierre was elected as a deputy to the National Convention in early September. During his 3-year study of law at the Sorbonne, Robespierre distinguished himself academically, culminating in his graduation in July 1780, where he received a special prize of 600 livres for his exceptional academic achievements and exemplary conduct. Admitted to the bar, he was appointed as one of the 5 judges in the local criminal court in March 1782. However, Robespierre soon resigned due to his ethical discomfort in adjudicating capital cases, stemming from his early opposition to the death penalty. Among his notable cases was one in May 1783 involving a lightning rod, where his defense was published and a copy sent to Benjamin Franklin. In 1786, Robespierre passionately addressed inequality before the law, criticizing the indignities faced by illegitimate or natural children, and later denouncing practices like lettres de cachet, imprisonment without a trial, and the marginalization of women in academic circles. Robespierre's social circle expanded to include influential figures such as the lawyer Marshal Herman, the officer and engineer Lazare Carnot, and the teacher Joseph Fouché, all of whom would hold significance in his later endeavors. His role as the secretary of the Academy of Arras connected him with François-Noël Babeuf, a revolutionary land surveyor in the region. In August 1788, King Louis XVI declared new elections for all provinces and summoned the Estates General to convene on the 1st of May 1789, aiming to address France's grave financial and taxation woes. Engaging in discussions on the selection of the French provincial government, Robespierre advocated in his address to the nation of Artois that reverting to the former mode of election by the members of the provincial estates would fail to adequately represent the people of France in the new Estates General. In his electoral district, Robespierre began to assert his influence in politics through his notice to the residents of the countryside in 1789, targeting local authorities and garnering the support of rural electors. This move solidified his position among the country's electors. On the 26th of April 1789, Robespierre secured his place as one of 16 deputies representing French Flanders in the Estates General. On the 6th of June, Robespierre delivered his maiden speech, targeting the hierarchical structure of the church. His impassioned oratory prompted observers to comment, "This young man is as yet unexperienced, unaware of when to cease, but possesses an eloquence that sets him apart from the rest." By the 13th of June, Robespierre aligned with deputies, who later proclaimed themselves the National Assembly, asserting representation for 96% of the nation. On the 9th of July, the Assembly relocated to Paris and began deliberating a new constitution and taxation system. On the 13th of July, the National Assembly proposed reinstating the bourgeois militia in Paris to quell the unrest. The following day, the populace demanded weapons and stormed both the Hôtel des Invalides and the Bastille. The local militia transitioned into the National Guard, a move that distanced the most impoverished citizens from active involvement. During the discussions and an altercation with Lally Tollendal, who advocated for law and order, Robespierre reminded the citizens of their recent defense of liberty, which paradoxically restricted their access to it. As a frequent orator in the Assembly, Robespierre championed the ideals encapsulated in the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, 1789, and advocated for constitutional provisions outlined in the Constitution of 1791. However, according to Malcolm Crook, his views rarely garnered majority support among fellow deputies. Despite his commitment to democratic principles, Robespierre persistently donned a culotte and retained a meticulously groomed appearance with powdered, curled, and perfumed hair. Accounts described him as nervous, timid, and suspicious. Madame de Staël portrayed Robespierre as someone very exaggerated in his democratic principles and maintained the most absurd propositions with a coolness that had the air of conviction. In October, he assumed the role of a judge at the Versailles tribunal,